We all love running our Power Apps within the Power Apps mobile player on our phones. But did you know that soon you could give your Canvas apps their own icon here on the home screen? Larry and Sitaram are going to give us a sneak peek at Power Apps native apps before they even go into preview today on PowerCat Live. Welcome to PowerCat Live. My name is Phil Thomas with the PowerCat team, and today I am here with Larry Knibb, Senior Program Manager, and Sitaram Pemmaraju, Principal Engineering Manager. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
So today we're going to talk about native apps for Power Apps, explain what that is. But first, talk a little bit about how you got into this role and your path through Microsoft.
Sure thing. So my name is Larry Knibb. I'm the Program Manager for the iOS and Android app for Power Apps. I've been working in this team for a couple of years. Before that, I came into Microsoft in 2014 with the acquisition of Nokia. And before that, I was working in the mobile domain since 2005.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Long time mobile.
And Sitaram?
Hey, this is Sitaram. I've been working with Microsoft for the last 15 years.
Wow.
And 4 years in Power Apps, in AI Builder, and now in Power Apps native apps.
That's also a long time in Power Apps. So, Larry, tell us a little bit about Power Apps native apps. What are these?
You're probably familiar with the Power Apps on mobile experience today. It's the Power Apps purple sign-in screen. Once you sign in with your AAD, you get to this apps list, which shows you all of the apps that you have access to, all of the Power Apps that you have access to. So we're making a few changes to this experience and to enable makers to produce their own mobile apps, their own native apps. So with the new experience, you're able to wrap up or package your existing Canvas apps as standalone native apps for mobile, for iOS and Android. So in this way, your app, it becomes the mobile UX and business logic. It's the same app, it's the same users. We say new clothes. So it's a different packaging experience, a different distribution experience to the end users.
So that's pretty amazing. What does a maker need to do to actually create one of these apps?
Maker has to do 3 things. 1, upload their assets. 2, trigger the build. And 3, download their app and distribute it. So if you see the architecture, we use Dataverse for storing the assets and triggering the build. And we use App Center for getting your app, which is an IPA file or APA file. So the Dataverse exposes a few APIs, which you can use to upload your assets like icons, your descriptions, and everything. Once the assets are in the Dataverse, you have a new API, which is, start mobile app build. If you trigger that, that's going to start the build process behind the scene and give you APK file and IPA file through App Center. You can download it and distribute it.
And then once the native app has been created, how does it get in the hands of users?
Good question, Phil. So these are enterprise apps targeting enterprise end users. So we anticipate enterprise distribution methods to be the primary way to ship these apps to the end users. So typically, this will be things like mobile device management or MDM solutions like the Microsoft Endpoint Manager. You may know it as Intune. Also, third-party offerings for the same type of solution. Or then if you have an enterprise agreement with Apple, let's say the volume purchase program, or the same with Google, which is their managed Google Play. These are enterprise app stores, which are private to your organization. You might put the app package that we provide for you in there. So at the moment, we don't anticipate too many of these apps being put into public app stores, the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Not because there's an issue with generated apps being in those stores. There are already generated apps in those stores. It's more about the channel policies. So typically, apps that go into the public app stores will be for wide distribution, and Power Apps by their nature as an enterprise app are for narrow distribution to a specific enterprise.
So it seems like there's a lot of use cases for this type of app within an enterprise. Are there restrictions on what's supported in a native app, like offline, model-driven apps, anything like that?
Yeah, right now we're supporting iOS and Android targeting, Canvas packaging. You can put one or multiple Canvas apps into your
that's interesting.
Into your standard package. We don't yet support model-driven apps, and we don't yet support push notifications. So these are important, and we'll be bringing these in the near future.
And it is still in preview, so that makes sense. This seems like this has a lot of potential for a lot of enterprises. If someone thinks they have a great candidate for this and wants to get involved while it's in preview, what do they do?
So we are going public preview early next year, and there is a link in the description for sign up.
That sounds great. Larry, Sitaram, thanks for showing this while it's so early in its development, and we're excited to see what happens next.
Thanks,
That's
Phil.
awesome. Thank you, Phil.